everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I created this eyeshadow look. I knew I wanted to use this palette and I had no idea, so it was just playtime for me, but I came up with this look and I absolutely loved it, so I'm so happy that I did record it. And I'm using the Meet Matte Trimini palette from The Balm, which I'll link them down below. So I've already primed my eyelids using Soft Oak Paint Pot like always, but I thought I'd skip that because you guys are probably really bored. And then I used Matte Lin, which is a really like nude creamy shade, and I just put that on top to make sure the primer was dried. Then just taking some sellotape, and I'm just going to sellotape the outer kind of parts of my eye just so I create a really sharp line with the eyeshadow. So the first shade I'm going in with is called Matte Lopez, and it's a very soft brown with like a warmth undertone. It's very similar to Creme Brulee, just a tad bit darker, which is why I'm using it as my transition shade. I'm using my 228 crease brush from Zoeva like always to buff this into my crease. But yeah, it's this formula of the eyeshadows are very smooth. This is the first time me using them, and I was really impressed the way that they blend it out. So I definitely recommend The Balm for eyeshadows. The second colour I'm going in with, and I think it is Matte Kuma. Not too sure. You guys know how horrendous I am at pronouncing things, but I'm just taking my 227 brush. I'm going to blend this out just in the outer corner to start with, so really take it down to the sellotape because you want to make that really harsh line. So always make sure you buff like kind of on the sellotape just to get that really sharp line. And then I'll take this colour into the crease also. I like to use circular motions and then sweeping motions when going into the crease. It kind of makes like a slight cut crease. Very soft, can hardly notice, but that's the way that I like to do it. Then going in slightly darker with Matte Moskowitz. I actually had to YouTube this to how to pronounce it because I didn't want to embarrass myself. But you literally pronounce it how you read it, so that's kind of easy. Anyway, I'm taking my 227 brush from Zoeva again, and I'm just going to apply this on the outer corner, but mainly going towards the centre of the eye now. So I'm going to use side to side buffing motions to kind of make this colour buff in and blend out that center, so then when we put the pink shade on, it's going to blend nicely. Then I'm taking Matte Reed, which is a very matte neutral brown, and I'm just going to take my Fruline little fluffy brush and blend this on the outer corner just by the sellotape to make it really dark, so you get like a really nice gradient effect once we put that pinky color on. Then because I'm using a loose pigment, I always like to put Glitter Insurance Glue from Too Faced. This is my absolute favourite. It's in my kit. I use it all the time when I'm using loose colours. Just going to pat this on to where we're going to put the tan pigment from MAC. And it's an absolute beautiful pigment. I do not know why I haven't done a tutorial with this colour. I use it on, some of my clients, and everyone loves it. And I just don't know why I haven't used it before. Now I'm just going to pat this on top of the Glitter Insurance Glue, and then from that center of the eye up until the browns and the purples, I'm going to use like little flicky motions with the brush on its side so it blends nicer and it doesn't have like a stop harsh line. Then I'm taking a Peaches makeup pigment called Prin, which is a beautiful almost like crystal white shimmer. Oh my god, died. Anyway, yeah, I'm taking my Makeup Addiction Precise Blender brush, just use circular motions on the inner corner of my eye because I always like a pop of highlight. So I'm going to take off that sellotape, and you can see that harsh line and sharpness is real, and I'm just going to make sure that it's all cleaned up and all the fallout is gone. Then I'm going to go in my Maybelline gel liner in black and my 317 Zoeva wing liner brush, and I'm just going to create my wing. I did quite a long wing. This is a really dramatic eyeshadow look in my opinion, so I just wanted everything to be bigger than life. Then you guys know I always use a felt tip liner to fill in the rest of my eyeliner because it's just easier and that's the way I like it. And this one is the fine liner from LA Girl. Using Matte Lopez again from the palette, and I've cleaned off my 227 brush and I'm now working this on my lower lash line. I wanted it to be very smoky and quite low, so I wanted to use a bigger brush than what I normally do. I always do side to side motions when I blend out my lower lash line, and I move my head so it's just easier for the brush. I don't know whether that's, any useful to you, but I just thought I'd mention that. Then I'm taking my Matte Kuma shade again, and I'm using my 231 brush from Zoeva, and I'm just going to use side to side motions again and blend this out. And because this is a smaller brush than the 227, you're going to see a little bit of that matte Lopez underneath, so you get that gradient effect, which is what I was going for. And I'm going to do the darkness the same from the inner corner to the outer corner. I just want it to be really smoky on my lower lash line. To make it a little bit more darker, I'm taking the matte Reed shade, which is that brownie shade again, and the same principle applies to the same darkness on the outer corner and the inner corner, and I'm using my little Fruline little fluffy brush to blend this out. This little brush, honestly, it was like, I bought it ages ago, and I always use it in every single video. I swear I always use it because it's so good, and there's like £2. Anyway, next I'm just going to go in my Maybelline gel liner, and I'm going to tight line and use it on my waterline just to create a little bit more darkness and make my eye look very almondy. Then I'm taking my Giorgio Armani, I think it's Killer Eyes to Kill mascara, and it is waterproof, this one, so I'm going to use it on my top and bottom lashes to prepare myself for lashes. So my lashes today, I'm using Huda Beauty Mink Lashes in Fire, which are one of my favorites for my makeup looks. I just love them. Alright guys, that's it for this eyeshadow tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and join our little family. And hashtag me, Amy's Makeup Box, on Instagram if you recreate this look so I can see. Anyway guys, until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye!